hope you are doing well. Last lesson, as you remember, we learned about the reading strategy, but and now today we are going to learn a writing strategy. Writing strategy. We are going to learn a formal letter. Okay, we have two kind of letter. The one is the formal, the other one is informal. We use informal for people who know you well or who you know well. Okay, for example, it's a relaxed way you write, you use informal letter, such as you write it to your friend, you write it to your family, parents, you write it for your classmates, and etc. But a formal letter is more serious. We use it for the professional communication. Okay, that's why we have to use formal sentences, formal way. Um, now, um, Also, when we use it, let me say, for example, if we want to write recommendation letter, we use formal letter. If you want to use job cover letter, we have to use a formal letter for a resignation letter, for legal correspondence, and etc. Okay, that's why we are going to learn a formal letter for today. Now, let me talk about the writing strategy, a formal letters writing strategy. Okay, when you write a formal letter, okay, don't use informal words. What is informal words? For example, imperatives are informal words that we cannot use it in uh, formal letter. What is the imperative? Do you know? Let me say, if the sentences start with a verb, not subject. For example, um, okay, let me say, or don't do this. What? Help your friends. Such kind of these sentences um, we cannot use informal. We cannot use imperative sentences in the formal letter. Also, we cannot use, let me take it. Okay, we cannot use the phrases. Do you know what is the phrases? Let me explain it also. The phrases, after verb, we add a preposition. For example, go on. Informal, we use it continue. We cannot use go on for formal letter. Also, we cannot use find out, go up, this kind of word, this kind of phrases. We have to use the formal version, the long version. For example, we cannot use find out, we can use discover. We cannot use go up, we can use increase. For example, um, price gone up today, prices gone up today for informal, but for formal letter we use prices increases today. Okay, now, okay. Also, avoid contraction and abbreviation. There is two kind, okay? For the words and for the sentences, we cannot use contraction. What is the contraction? For example, do not, if we use with apostrophe, don't. If we use would not with apostrophe, wouldn't, couldn't, haven't, we cannot use these contractions. If we write the formal letter, we need to write the long form. Do not, uh, or have not, uh, would not, could not, etc. And also, for abbreviation in the sentences, okay, it means if you write a formal letter, you have to describe topic, but you cannot give a short or give a general information. You need to write as a word, a long form. You have to write a very detailed, a very specific items that can easily identify the topic. Okay. Now, I think this part is clear for you. I hope you understand it. Now we are going to learn a formal letter, how to write a formal letters. Um, we are going to learn structure, okay? Now, let's start. How to write a formal letters. Sorry, a formal letter or formal letters. What is a formal letter? As I said, okay, now usually write to people you do not know. Formal letter usually do not write written to people you do not know. For example, writing to complaint letter, apply for a job letter, or reply to a formal letter you have received. Okay, formal letter structure. For writing structure have same structure. Okay, beginning, middle, and end. Beginning is introduction, and middle is main body or body paragraph, and end is a conclusion. Formal letters might include why you are writing this letter. Okay, okay, reason you are writing, information you want to give, okay, information you want to give, a complaint, a request. Okay, and formal letters may include this, what you want to happen next. Okay, um, we start the formal letter with the greeting. uh, Formal letters use information, actual letters to people you do not know. There are only two ways of greeting or beginning, we can say, when you write a formal letter. What are they? Let's see. For greetings part, we first write dear sir or madam, because we do not know who we are going to write. Or we can use dear name, dear blah blah name. For example, dear Anna. For greeting, if we use this, you have been begin a person named who will deal with your letter, or if you have received a formal letter with the name of the sender on it. Okay. And for ending, we finish with ending, as you know. There are also two ways of ending a formal letter. These are related to your greeting. Okay. What are these endings? Let's see. If we use in the greeting, dear sir or madam, always we use yours faithfully. Okay? If we use dear blah blah name, we ending a letter with always we use yours sincerely. Um, For improve your formal letter, what you are going to do, organizing idea, it is the first thing. Think about the order of your information. Okay, decide what information to put in the letters. For introduction, main, body, and conclusion. Okay, introduction is important part because you have to write no, sorry. For introduction, you are right why you are writing this letter to this person, to that person, okay? And you can use 3 or 5 sentences for introduction part. Let's the reader know what you are writing about, okay? Introduction, and let's continue. Your letter could by start giving brief detail of the complaint, or for example, product, time, date, place. For main body, for middle paragraph, A way of planning your main body would be to plan what you are going to write. Okay, main body in a formal letter is usually very detailed. We use very specific items. Okay, this part is I mean description. Okay, now letter plan. Introduction is proposal, telling them why you are writing, detail of complete, uh, place, date, product found. Okay, for the main body, its description. In description, we use more detail. What happened when items was returned. For conclusion, it's a kind of suggestion what you want to happen. Okay, and the conclusion, the end of the letter, we can use three uh, and five sentences around to let reader you know have definitely finished your letter. Think about what you want to say at the end. Okay, you organize your ideas. If you want to write a formal letter, this is the way. Now we are going to see a sample of the format. Okay. Um, First, if you want to write a formal letter, you have to write first. You have to write your contact information, your name, your address, your phone name, your email. Okay, then you have to write the date of the moment you will send the letter, and then you are going to write contact information about the person or company you are writing to. Okay, then let me add it. If you write this information, write write these in the left left top corner. Okay, now let's start the letter. We are starting with the greeting, such as dear Mr. Julius. For the introduction part. Okay, now for the introduction part, we generally we use a formal letter. We start the letter I am writing to or I write to. Okay, and then we continue with our reason why we are going to write. Okay, for the body paragraph, we going to explain, give a detail, not general, not short information. We are going to write the detail and specific information. Okay. At the end, we are going to the last paragraph. You have to write your suggestion. The last paragraph should state the reason you are writing and thank the reader. You review your the reader review your request. The end of the closing of the letter, you write the thanks or and best wishes, or as I said, sincerely or faithfully. Then you write your name and sign it. Now let's continue with our book. Okay. Now we have. Let's see. Let's continue with the second exercise. Read the task above and the letter below. Okay. In which paragraph does the letter include a description, a proposal, and some suggestion? Can you please be addressed? You have 3 minutes for this. Then I will ask you your answer. Okay, let me ask. In the task or the letter? Okay, in the task or in the letter? In which paragraph does the letter include description? We want to answer this question. Yes, Rogelio, please. Wait. Yes, Rogelio, can you please give an answer? Which one you can see description in task or in letter? Rogelio? Okay, sorry. You need to,
In the
Good morning,
in
Rogelio.
the
Can you hear
second.
me?
Yes, I can hear teacher.
Second, in which paragraph? First paragraph, second paragraph, or the next last paragraph? You can see the description.
I can see a description in the second paragraph.
Yes, we are right. Thank you, Rosalia. Okay, now
You're
let's
welcome.
thank you. Let's continue with the next question. Where is the suggestion in our what letters or task? Can you see the suggestion when or where do you see? Um, Let me ask it to Eloisa. Eloisa, good morning.
Morning,
Good
teacher.
morning, Eloisa. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. Eloisa, can you see the suggestion in or where you see the suggestion?
This is bills down.
In letter, you see, Eloisa, in task or in
In the third paragraph,
in the third
my suggestions
paragraph
are
on the
following.
left, right? Okay, thank you. Yes, you are right. In the conclusion, we use our suggestion. We give our suggestion while we are going to write it. Okay, now, thank you. The last question is about the proposal. In the which task or which letter you can see the what proposal. Let me ask it to Joshua. Joshua, good morning. Joshua, are you there?
Good
Good morning.
morning, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine, teacher.
Okay. Where is the proposal?
I think he's in the first paragraph.
In post paragraph, you mean task or a letter?
Teacher?
In where? In task or in a letter?
In the letter, teacher.
Okay, Joshua, thank you.
Yes, teacher, you're welcome.
Thank you. Yes, for today, it's okay. We are going to, no, you are going to write a formal letter to your, what, director, okay? Today, until the 11 o'clock, you have to send that to me, okay? You are going to write a formal letter to your director, okay? I will wait for today. Thank you for your participation. See you later.